Taking a look at the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton dominated qualifying 3 and took pole position in his Mercedes by over 0.2 of a second. The Brit beat Ferrari driver Kimi Räikkönen to the top spot, who only had to make do with second place for tomorrow's starting grid. Behind them lined up 2 drivers who were very happy with the qualifying performances, with Felipe Massa delighted with 3rd place, whilst McLaren Honda driver Aarava, who was happy to return to the top 10. An old German row 3 saw Vettel lead a disappointed Rosberg, with Valtteri Bottas and Jenson Button lining up in 7th and 8th place. The final positions in qualifying 3 were taken by Roman Grosjean and Nico Hülkenberg, who rounded out the top 10. Can Hamilton dominate from the front tomorrow to take another win here at Spa? And who will win the battle between the Ferraris, Williams and McLarens? Next up, it's the Belgian Grand Prix.
Right, so here we are for the Belgium Grand Prix. We've qualified in a pretty good 4th place, as you can see there, and I think it's definitely a positive step from last race. Obviously, if you missed that one at the Italian Grand Prix, we had a lot of issues with the engine. The MGUK was overheating, so the team had to effectively pretty much turn it off for qualifying. Then we had to have a bit of low deployment throughout the entire race for the Italian Grand Prix, even though myself and Jensen had some great battling, and we laughed about it afterwards. It was a bit disappointing to see such issues at such a crucial time in the season. Räikkönen, Hamilton and Vettel all scoring good points at the Italian Grand Prix, which is great for them, not so much for me. But here at the Belgian Grand Prix, the team have been working hard, specifically Honda have been working very hard to try and get that issue worked out. Now, they haven't fully fixed it. There's still a bit of a deployment issue, but they have worked out the overheating to a point. So we've got about 80% deployment at the moment. Hopefully by the next race, they've promised me and Jensen that it will be at 100% deployment, and I can't wait to see how fast the car is then. But then again, the car isn't that slow right now. I mean, we've got in 4th place, great stuff. I think a few people had some issues because Jensen was quite down the order in terms of actual lap time. So I think a few people tripped over themselves, so that kind of helped us get up the grid. But we are ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. 4th place, my main rivals, Räikkönen and Hamilton, are ahead of me, directly ahead of me in 2nd and 1st place. It's overcast conditions, as you can see there on the top of the clouds. So it could be some Belgian rain. There could be some monsoon weather here at Belgium. We've seen in the past a lot of rain flurries can just come through, but obviously being such a big circuit, there could also just be rain in a few, one sector and then dry in the others. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. In terms of race strategy, it's going to be a 2-stop if it does stay dry, but I don't know, it's looking very, very dark, although I did say the same thing all the way back at USA, and we know how that turned out. So we'll have to see if the clouds part or stay around and get darker, so we'll just have to see about that. But without further ado, let's go to the race. Let's go. It's a crucial point in this season as we go to 5 red lights here for the Belgium Grand Prix from 4th place. And we are off. Lights out. Räikkönen gets a bit of a poor start. I do as well. We've got, I think, Vettel behind me looking, and the track looks a little bit damp actually. It's got a little bit of a tint there as Vettel and Rosberg behind me scrapping. I think Rosberg's getting the slipstream there. We've not had the best exit off turn 1. Rosberg upper Rouge. What is he going to do? Massa there sparking away. He's going to be pretty damn fast down this Kemmel straight, but I think we'll get some slipstream here. I think the slipstream is pretty damn big here at Belgium. And Rosberg, speaking of slipstreams, right behind me as well, right up the gearbox. Let's see, Räikkönen making a move for 1st place there. They go side by side. The 2 rivals in my championship are battling out for 1st place as we go a little bit wide there. Rosberg gets a good exit on us, and he's gone down our inside. Can we hang it round the outside? Come on. Oh, still side by side through here. Lovely stuff with Nico Rosberg. We're just going to get it through, squeeze him out on the apex, and we got it. We're back up into 4th, so lost a bit of concentration. They're actually looking ahead of me, as that was a wonderful little battle between Räikkönen and Hamilton as well. Right, I'm going to look to try and get on Massa if we can. Looks like Massa's falling back already a little bit. The Williams has been very poor this season. They just haven't been able to get enough downforce on that car. For once, their low slipstream kind of concept isn't really working for them this season. But Rosberg, we're going to have to be wary of him. So effectively, I want to try and basically get Massa between me and Rosberg. That would be the best bet. Right, here we go. We're actually getting some lovely slipstream here. Here we go, through Blanchimont. We're going to go, oh my god, I have to go off track a little bit as Massa doesn't give me too much room. Very reminiscent of the Max Verstappen move that he made in the Grand Prix of 2015. Massa goes down my inside. We're still side by side. I'm going to live in the room, and he's all good. He's behind me, and that is job done. We're up into 3rd place now. Räikkönen and Hamilton up ahead, who are still scrapping away and probably losing time to each other. So we're going to have to see if we can try and catch them up. Oh, God, that's not been a great sector for me. Not being a great sector. I went wide on the exit of that corner. Now Rosberg right on my chaff. He's going to go down the inside and give him the room. Oh, God, Rosberg. Oh, side by... Oh, we're not going to do this, are we? Oh, my God. Side by third through Blanchimont again. Rosberg tries it. I just about fend him off. I've locked up a little bit. Let's keep it tight on the apex here, Arav. Let's keep it nice and tight. There we go. Raikkonen sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix. He's into first place at the moment, but right now I need to concentrate on two other Mercs and Ferraris as Vettel and Rosberg, the two Germans, are right behind me, and I need to try and keep ahead of them. There's also definitely a bit of kind of a sheen on the track surface. I think it's going to start raining soon, but Rosberg goes down inside. We're going side by side through a Rouge. Rosberg just backs out a little bit, but he's going to have DRS now to lap 3. I'm going to be a bit of a sitting duck here to both Vettel and Rosberg as they both come through. Vettel with a double slipstream. I'm on the inside to defend my line. Let's see. No, they both outbrake me. I've made contact with Rosberg's tyre. Rosberg's been squeezed out by Vettel. And Vettel is up into third place. Rosberg parking the absolute bus there. And I have to kind of give position away. I'm down to 5th place in the span of a straight. Well, I need to make sure I can stay with Rosberg and Vettel through this next section. Because if I can hang on the back of Rosberg, I can get some good slipstream. We could potentially even slipstream Vettel if Rosberg tries to make a move as I go very, very wide. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help me. The tyres are not feeling too great, to be honest. Rosberg and Vettel battling side by side. They're pulling away from me already. I thought I could try and catch up to them and kind of get some slipstream off them, but that's not the case. And look at them. They're going side by side through Blanchimont. That's absolutely epic to see. And Rosberg has overtaken Vettel. The two Germans battles. I lock up horribly at the moment. Not going to lie, the car is feeling like an absolute dog right now through some of these corners. There's just no grip. I think it definitely is a little bit, there's a bit of a sheen on track. It's almost like it's starting to get a little bit wet, but it's not fully even raining yet, but it just doesn't feel like there's too much grip on some of these corners. Oh, huge lock up, huge lock up. We're going to come into the pits. Massa! Oh my, I want to come into the pits! Flip it. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh, I'm in neutral. Oh my days. I wanted to come into the pits. I locked up in Massa. Massa was coming through on my outside. I didn't even see him. And oh my word, that has not gone well. I've lost so much time and I haven't come into the pits. Wow, my day just went from bad to worse. Look at the state of my tyres at the moment. I really wanted to come in that lap. Had to freaking lock up, go deep into the bus stop. That allowed Massa to think he'd go around the outside, but I really wanted to go into the pits, and then there he was. Oh, my days. Right, so let's take a look at a replay of the incident. So into the chicane, locking up, brakes glowing, and now at this point I do not see Massa. He comes across us there. I'm really flustered at the moment. Massa goes across, and then in the moment of being so panicked, I completely half spin the car there. We have to wait for those cars to go past, and then there again we get narrowly close to taking out that Sauber actually, as we probably should have waited for those 3 cars, but I was really kind of obviously urging myself on to get on with it because we had already let about 5 cars through after having to wait after that half spin. So really unfortunate incident, but we're just going to have to keep on racing. These things happen and we have to just keep our head up. I almost didn't say anything during that crash or incident because I was so shocked that actually happened. I was thinking, I've gone so deep, there better not be a car there, and then what do you know, 1 second later Massa just comes out of nowhere. I didn't even see him in my mirrors because I didn't look at them at the time. I was just looking at the pit lane. And there he was, bang, like an absolute ninja, wrecking my race there. Or wrecking my pit stop at least. I think we could maybe try and recover some sort of points, but I think the dream of the podium is probably gone right now. Locked up again, but now we will come into the pits this time. And we're going to go into the option tyres. I haven't set it for primes. I need to try and make up as much time as I can right now and get onto the options, especially if it's still overcast. If it does rain, this will be the best bet, so I don't want to kind of curse that. So into the pits, we've got no damage, just need to make a quick pit stop. 2.5, that's all right, I guess. We're going to come out behind Verstappen like we just came in, so no positions lost there. But we're down in 17th place now. Wow, this is going to have to be one mega comeback drive right now. Yellow flag, what's that for? There's a yellow flag in this sector. Has there been a crash, I wonder? Oh, that's my teammate, Jensen. No, Jensen's out. Jensen's out. My teammate has crashed out of the Belgium Grand Prix. Huge crash there. Oh my God, Oh, Verstappen. Oh my God, it's many problems are happening right now. Many things are happening. Many problems. Oh my word, we're up to 13th place, but what on earth has gone on there? Button out of the Grand Prix, then Verstappen tags the back of, I think that was a Williams car. I couldn't quite see it, guys. It's all going so fast, but Verstappen spinning around. Oh my God, Jesus. I've been seeing a few comments that saying, why am I doing these live com, that you guys sometimes prefer the post com. Well, this is why this series has been absolutely nuts for live com, in terms of I wouldn't be able to get this reaction in post com. This is my pure reaction. Absolute madness right now at the Belgian Grand Prix. You definitely wouldn't get the same reaction in a post commentary, and that's why I've been doing this little mini series live com here. But we're closing up to Hulkenberg, and make sure I don't lock up like an absolute twat. We're going to get a nice little run, maybe do a little bit of a cutback on a different racing line. There we go, get some good traction. DRS. Come on, we're going to move down into the inside. We've got some fuel to burn as well, so once I get past him, we lock up. We've got some clean air now. So, Sainz is pit. There's a Williams there as well, so it's not all doom and gloom. And there is Massa, the man who kind of wrecked my pit stop there. We're up into 9th place. There's already been a comeback in the span of 2 laps here. And now we've got some rich mix to burn, as I said. Going to use it in some clean air, but we're also going to use it to catch up to Massa. Right, we're going to look at a replay now, what happened to my teammate Jensen Button, and see why he was sideways at the Kemmel Straight. So we're a bit before the incident right now, through the bus stop chicane. You can see he's going side by side with, I think that's Sergio Perez in the Force India. Lovely little action here through the bus stop side by side, down the pit straight side by side. And you can see in the pit lane down the left-hand side, just gone off your screen, there's a Williams car, which is Massa. And obviously, I think he was very near to the incident. So let's see. Button tried to squeeze out Perez, didn't quite work. And then here comes the Williams into the equation. So all 3 of them going up Rouge, single file here. Button sticks behind as the 3rd car. They go up Rouge. You can see now Massa gaining quite a lot on Perez here. So Massa goes for a move. Oh, gets on the grass, and then he smashes his front wing off. And there goes Jensen straight into the barrier. So that's what happened to our man Jensen. So look at that. Oh, huge little slide there for Massa. Touched the grass with his right-left tyre, and that collected Jensen. And there you go. There's Jensen just kind of just chilling there, waiting for a mate, waiting for someone to, obviously take his car up, and he'll get out of the car soon and walk back to the pit lane. But then this is what the incident happened afterwards. So obviously at this point we've gone past Button. Then up ahead, this is I think Verstappen, and then Massa gets caught up in another incident because obviously he has no front wing, so he's going very slowly. I think he got caught up with a Manor there, and that chucked around Verstappen, and a huge chaos there for the Williams car. And then the Manor car comes through, and you can see Massa still dangerously blocking that entrance to that actually part of the circuit. So here's another view of the incident. So I'm right behind this Toro Rosso. Bang! There you go. Toro Rosso, Massa into the gravel, and there I go past, thankfully. And then you got a whole gaggle of cars getting past. Huge incident there. We're lucky not to get caught up in it. Right, we still stayed with Massa here. Not enough maybe to get a good slipstream, but we'll see actually. Might be actually wrong because we are gaining a little bit, but we're down back to standard mix because we've got no more fuel to burn. At least right now we're on optimum fuel. Down to the bus stop. Can it be a similar thing to Hulkenberg? No, it's not, because I lock up. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Oh, Ricciardo's in the pits. Ricciardo's in the pits. People are still making pit stops on lap 8 for their first pit stop. That's madness. Up into 8th place. This could be 7th if we can try and overtake Massa. Here comes Ricciardo. He'll have DRS. He's got some slipstream. This is where our MGUK problems are not going to help us. Ricciardo having a look. I can just about stay ahead of him. Just about, but he'll make a late braking move. Going to go side by side. Ricciardo pinches me there. Goes wide. And he's got me. He's got me. He's up into 7th. My tyres are absolutely wrecked. And my team want me to go to lap 13. But they're already feeling absolutely awful. You know what? I think we're going to make a little bit of a call here. We're going to come in early. I'm coming in early. I think we may be converting this to a 3-stop. It was a 2-stop at the very beginning of the race, but I think, you know, the situation we're in terms of having to try and come back, I think the 3-stop would work better. So we're into the pits. Going to the prime tyres. This leaves me the option of making it 2-stop till the end, but I think we can also choose when the prime tyres go off. Basically, we can come on the options right at the end. I don't know if this is a correct decision. I guess we'll see later on at the end of this episode. Right, people into the pits. Up into 11th at the moment. There'll be another set of pit stops next lap. The prime tyres don't feel any much better than the options, but I feel a bit more comfortable with the 3-stop, knowing that I'll be able to have fresher tyres, because those options, those 2 option sets we did before, were just horrible towards the end. The car just had no grip. Right, here we go. We're finally catching up to some cars. Nasser going slowly, just been overtaken by Massa and Perez in the span of like a lap. Here we go. Bit of slipstream down the inside. Oh, Felipe, that was very close. That was very close there, but we've got the move. Perez is next. Good exit. Same place as Nasser, I think. Bit of slipstream. This one's going to be a little bit tighter. Probably going to have to lift off a little bit. Ooh, that's close. I have made a little bit of contact. I felt it on my wheel. We're going to go down the inside of the bus stop. Squeeze him out. Job done. Up into 8th. Next stop, Felipe Massa. We've got some DRS. Nice. Let's see if we can catch him. The gap is... Ooh, I don't know. I can actually... Wait. Oh, Massa's pit. Massa's pit. And there's Ricciardo. Ricciardo's already made a pit stop and he's ahead of me. Right, so we're probably not going to be battling Ricciardo at the end of this race unless I stay on these prime tyres. I have no idea. But Ricciardo going a little bit slow there. He's on prime tyres now, so I think that means these guys are definitely all making 3 stops. The same as me, so Ricciardo's definitely pulled the gap to me. What's the gap to Massa? Massa's 4 seconds ahead. Okay, Massa did not pit. My bad, I got confused there because I didn't see Massa's name. So Massa is 4 seconds ahead of me, yet to make his final pit stop, I'm assuming. Right, Massa has just made his pit stop. I'm up into 5th place there. You can see on the mini-map, that's him coming out of the pits just about now. Ricciardo is still very much behind me. He's been having a look, but he's just not had the run that he needs. But this might be. He's very, very close to me. He's going to have DRS once again. I'm going to have to try and I'll break him once again. It's round 2. Can I break him this time? I'm going to have to go very deep into this corner. Pinch him. We've got it. Just about did that. Stayed in 5th place. Now this is the big question for me. Do I just risk it for a biscuit? Risk it to try and keep 5th place and stay out? Or do I come in for 4 laps of absolute fury on options? Ricciardo's going to have a good run here. I need to check my tyres. Oh dear, my tyres are very, very bad. And Ricciardo now, oh god. He's going to overtake me in a straight line. The Honda PU. Oh, just about kept it through, but the temperature soars through the roof. I haven't even set my tyre. Haven't set my tyre. Tyre. Option. Option. There we go. Okay, I just did that last minute there. I had to exceed track limits as I cut across, I think, one of the kind of white lines into the pit lane. But we are on option tyres now. That was a last minute call, but I just thought there, Ricciardo literally just caught up half a second there in like a span of an exit of a corner. So I just thought we have to come in now on option tyres, even though we are going to go down to 8th place. 9th place as Sainz goes past. Is it going to be 10th? Yes, it is. We've only got 1 point right now in this position. We need to try. Oh no, we're back up to 8. We're back up to. Oh, we're back up to 9th. Perez. Oh no, now we are back down to 10th. We're on the borderline of points here. But now we've got option tyres. We've got some fuel to burn. As you can see on the right-hand side, it's time to just go, go, go and see where we end up. Right behind Perez. Oh, it's going to be a tight pull on. He's going to go a little bit slower. We're going to get a good exit. We could get him into the next corner. I'm going to try and stick it down the inside. Here we go. He's still there. Hang him out to dry. There we go. Up into 9th. Toro Rosso next. It is on. It is on. These tyres are feeling so grippy. And we're so much faster than these guys now on old primes. And wow, would you look at that? Look at my chassis, guys. Look at the car chassis. You can see some droplets of rain. How about that? My luck is absolutely being torrid this race. It only starts to rain right at the end of the race when I need to be going the fastest on dry tyres. We could get some more drama, you never know. If any of the leaders up ahead make a mistake on these slippery conditions, it could be hello more points. But right now, behind sights, he's gone very slow into that corner. I've had to actually brake a little bit earlier there, brake a bit more than I wanted to, just to stop creaming him in the rear. But here we go, up Eau Rouge. Could get him through Eau Rouge. Gonna have to lift off a little bit as he goes very slow. We switch back. He's gonna give me, he doesn't give me much room. We're on the grass. Bloody hell, Sainz. That's very, very close, but we've got him. We've got Carlos. My God, Carlos, that was an epic little scene there. But we're up into 8th place, and now you can see rain on screen. You can see the dots on screen. It's very much starting to pour down, actually. That's quite fast. Literally 1 lap, and it's taken 1 lap, and the spray is already on the screen. We've still got plus 23 of fuel, so I'm staying in rich mix. I'm going to push as hard as I can while the track is relatively dry, because it is pretty much going to get very damp by the end of lap 22, I suspect. It's getting wetter and wetter by the minute. You can see there's clearly a good amount of water on track right now. I'm taking it easy into some of these corners, but we are catching the cars up ahead. I mean, a few of them are lapped cars, but somewhere in that mini-map pack, there is Massa, and there's another position to be had. 1 more lap to go after this one. It's all getting very, very tasty. It's so wet now. It's so wet. We're on the last lap of the Grand Prix as I go wide there. You can see clearly it's pretty much time for intermediate tyres. If the Grand Prix went on any longer, it would be time for inters. And we're doing opposite lock through Pouhon. This is exciting stuff. Fun to drive. My God, these cars are alive right now as Massa is going slowly. Look, that's 1 more position, 2 more positions up the road. If you can just see, can we get Massa? We might not be able to get the Red Bull, but can we get the Williams of Felipe Massa as Raikkonen has won the Grand Prix? Massa's going slow. I'm going to have to, oh God, Massa, get out the damn way, man. Come on. Push. I'm almost pushing him through the damn corner. I'm going to get some slipstream on him. We're going to have to try and make the move through Blanchimont. It's going to be very close. I go off track a little bit. Massa goes off track. Up into 7th place. Could it be 6th if Fiat makes a mistake here? Let's see. Down to the bus stop. Is he gonna go wide? Is he gonna go wide? Let's see. No, he's not. Oh, I'm opposite lock. Just keep it on the black stuff. Keep it in 7th place. Whew. My God. What an end to that Grand Prix, guys. What an end to that Grand Prix. We've just about got 7th place there off Felipe Massa. That is probably a recovery and a half there, considering we're down in 17th place at one point in this Grand Prix. That's absolutely awesome. Kimi Raikkonen wins the Grand Prix, though, so that is going to be big repercussions for the championship, as I've only got 6 points to his 25. That is huge. Raikkonen and Hamilton were battling out the entire Grand Prix, I think, because they were swapping positions left, right, and centre. But what a comeback for us. Dismal stuff for our teammate who retired early on, or not even, I don't think he actually, oh no, he came in 17th. But I'm pretty sure he was going around very, very slowly. He made 4 stops in that Grand Prix. He was absolutely just rear-ended or smashed into the barrier on the Camel straight early on the Grand Prix. But yeah, what a Grand Prix. Jesus, that was a really big comeback drive there for 7th place. But unfortunately, I don't think that's even going to be enough. I think Raikkonen may just have us in the championship. This is going to get very, very tasty for the next 3 rounds. So as per usual, before we round out the episode, let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship. You can see after all the incidents we've had and all the racing we've had at Spa, brilliant stuff, but it still meant that we lost points to Raikkonen, crucially. So unfortunately, he is in 1st place in the Drivers' Championship with 160 points to our 155. You can see Hamilton there in 3rd place getting a few points, 143. Rosberg in 4th, Vettel in 5th, and Button with that retirement, 109 points now, 10 points behind Vettel. Very disappointing to see, because in the Constructors, that's also going to affect us, but for the Drivers, that's huge for Raikkonen. A huge boost for the entire Ferrari team, as they've been pushing so hard for upgrades, and obviously for us, absolute dismal. So hopefully we can catch back up points in the next, obviously 3 rounds left, so all to play for in the last 3 rounds there to catch up those 5 points. But now, looking to the Constructors, I said it was going to harm us with that retirement from Button, and it does. We're now 2nd place in the Constructors, 272 to Ferrari's 279. So it's been a while since we've not been in 1st place in the Constructors. I think pretty much we got into 1st place on the first race, and we've never lost the lead, so it's going to be a little bit worrying for the guys back at Woking, but hopefully we can bounce back, as I said, in the last 3 rounds, and it's going to be a very, very interesting championship in both sense. For the Constructors and the Drivers, it's going to be very, very good, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And guys, if you have enjoyed the video, smash that like button. You guys absolutely love the Italian Grand Prix one. Plenty of action there, and probably even more here at Spa, so be sure to smash that like button. I think at the time of recording this, we have like 1,200 likes on the Italian Grand Prix one. Absolutely awesome to see that you guys are still really invested in the career mode, and I know a few people have been a little bit annoyed that, you know, there's such a gap between the career modes, 2 weeks. I just have to stretch these videos out until I finish on May 31st. Then we can kind of speed up this career mode and put out a few more episodes, possibly even 2 episodes of these in a week. So just bear with me, guys, but it's been great to see the support. It's still awesome because this definitely is my main series on the channel right now, my favorite one to make. You know, putting in a lot of time to, you know, make the editing as best I can, and I really enjoy seeing the feedback from you guys. So let me know what you thought in the comments below of that race. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. I'm Brendan Aarava. Hope you enjoyed it today, and I will see you guys next time.